Hello, welcome to the Poppin' Popcorn Podcast, otherwise known as Triple P. We talk about the stuff nobody else talks about. I'm Devin, and again I have with me my brother.
Hello. Hello there.
That's Tyler. Lexi isn't here this time. Brayden is also not here this time. But that's okay. Every Saturday, alright? We post every Saturday.
Every single Saturday.
Every Saturday. Yeah. Why is Lexi not here?
She's doing... Actually, the class was full. She was going to do hot yoga. Now they're just at the gym.
Oh, they work? She what?
Hot
yoga?
The class is full, yeah.
Okay.
Hot yoga is just yoga at like 100 and something degrees, I guess.
Hot yoga.
It's hot. Yeah.
It's hot. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. You've seen that, right? Like Will Smith and stuff. What?
I don't know.
YouTube Rewind? That's okay.
Oh, that video.
Yeah.
You know what
YouTube
angered
Rewind.
me about that?
What?
Is they talked about like comments and stuff like that, and they didn't bring up Big Money Salvia, man. Freaking
What?
internet comment etiquette, dude. Have you ever seen that
No.
channel? It's hilarious. It's so funny.
Wait. Oh, I think I might have.
The dude makes the best YouTube comments, and
Yeah.
he just comments on other people's videos. It's hilarious. The dude got famous from literally like doing drugs on camera.
Really?
Like this thing called salvia, and like he'd be like, "Oh, gardening on salvia," and he would like, I think, yeah, he would smoke it, and first before he'd smoke it, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this gardening thing," right? And he explains it all,
Yeah.
and then he smokes it, and then of course he can't do it because it's too messed up. And that's how he got his start on YouTube. So that's why like his theme song's like Big Money Salvia. So it's stupid. It's
Okay.
really stupid, but he's hilarious.
Okay.
Like, yeah, he says some stuff.
That's
it's
fun. I'll check him out. I'll make sure to
it's
check him
beyond hilarious.
Yeah. Well, YouTube Rewind, that was really bad. I mean, when was that? January they posted that?
Yeah,
Or probably December.
or either or. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. But
I don't know. The
Just
only
the,
thing I really
ah.
heard. Yeah, the only thing I really
That's
heard
hot.
of it was that it was terrible.
yeah, and the memes.
But Lexi kind of showed it to me. I'm like, what is
it wasn't
this?
good. They used to be so good. Like back in like 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Do you remember 2013?
well, shut up. But 2013,
It's like the
2014.
year before I graduated. Dude.
Those YouTube ones were just so, like, they were actually good. Like, they had like actual, I mean, yeah, like everybody's already pretty much talked about this. Like, it's a pretty old topic, but it's just like, it's a lot more.
But is it a hot topic?
But is it a hot topic? But yeah, like the YouTube Rewind, you know, this year is a lot more not really YouTube driven. Like, there was a lot of like big companies in it and like talk show hosts and like all that stuff. Like, they're not YouTubers.
Yeah, that's the big complaint I heard. And for the record, I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
even know the Rewind was a thing until I heard that this one sucked.
Yeah.
And Lexi, she was showing it to me, and she's like, it doesn't even have any of the big YouTubers. And it's
That's
really
because they
funny
don't want to
that-
do it, because they don't want to embarrass themselves. So they're not going to do it.
Yeah, but I don't know. YouTube's strange. Like, they don't even ask the people. Like Pewdiepie has like what, 50 million subs or 90? Is it 50 or 90?
90 million.
90 million subscribers. No, we're just gonna leave him out.
I know.
Why?
That's
Like,
it's
what's
because,
your point? Like,
yeah,
I don't
like, if you watch him, he talks about, it's because like he was speculated to be a Nazi way
That's
back
bullcrap.
then. And
Everyone
he kinda
knows
said,
it's bullcrap.
And he kind of did this really messed up thing where he told these guys to say "death to all Jews" as a
Dude,
joke.
he's a comedian.
But
He's a comedian.
yeah, but he's the #1 subscribed YouTube. Look, hey, look.
Yeah, he's funny.
No. I think it's
Like,
hilarious.
It's messed up.
I think it's hilarious, but
out
like,
of context. But like, you listen to any stand-up comedian, like YouTube is just another form of comedy in that aspect. You know, like you can't just be like, oh well, he said this. It's like, well, what was the context? Like, I don't know what the context was, but I'm sure it was a joking thing. Like, I'm pretty positive out of 90 million subscribers, he probably has every single kind of race and gender and political view possible on his channel. Like, he doesn't care.
Yeah, like, do you know, like, why he has 90 million, though? Like, do you know of, like, the war that's going on?
Something about that in some other channel, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'll inform you, Tyler, on my 2,000 kid ways. And we watch YouTube every single day. Yeah, so PewDiePie has been like the #1 subscribed YouTube channel for like ever. Right? Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden this Indian channel called T-Series started to like, you know, get more traction and popularity and stuff.
Yeah. And
like all of a sudden they just jumped like right up to PewDiePie. And it was like all of a sudden, I mean, what, he was past 50 million. And so he was probably like 59 million, 60 million. And then like this T-Series channel was all of a sudden just like, oh, guess what? We're at 59 million too. Right? And it was just like, whoa, wait, what? Like, where did they come from? And it's like some Indian music channel. Like, it's like the Vivo of India, right?
Oh. And it's like, does that even count though?
Yeah, but it's a YouTube channel, you know? It's okay, not like the only independent YouTuber,
But
though.
Post Malone gets billions of views, and so does like Taylor Swift. Like, do they count as YouTubers?
I don't know. It's different in India. I mean, like, the population of India is definitely way bigger, right? And, you know, they are now recently starting to get internet, which is why, like, more...
They've had internet for a while.
Yeah, but, like, more of them. Like, I don't know. That's just what I've heard, right?
I was gonna say, I've had a friend from India on my friends list on Facebook for a long time. Yeah. Like, years and years.
It's only, like, some of them. It's, like... Those are the wealthy ones, I guess. Or, like, they made it more available and less expensive, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so
I guess they are a developing country.
Really subscribe to him and stuff. And then it's so funny, like, people are trying to keep PewDiePie #1. And so they've made, like, multiple accounts and, like, subscribe to PewDiePie. You know, it's, like, the whole thing. Mr. B, everything. It's great. It's great. It really is great.
Okay, but honestly, no offense to PewDiePie. Like, he's awesome. He's funny. He's great. But I stopped watching him when I, you know, grew up.
Yeah.
No, okay. No, that's his joke. His joke. No, but no, for real though. I don't know. He's a gamer channel. I'm just not a big video game person.
Yeah, no. And it's like that's how he grew to popularity. But now he just reacts to videos and looks at memes. I'm not even joking.
That's what he does?
Yeah, he's totally grew out of the video game thing. Cause, what? Like, yeah, because
no way.
He started to not enjoy it. And he was like...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and he wasn't... Because he was mainly doing, like, horror games and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then when people, like... you know, when you play horror game after horror game, they start to not faze you anymore. So then he stopped getting scared. So then everyone in the comments was like, he's not even getting scared anymore. This is dumb, right? So then he stopped playing games, and everyone's like, he stopped playing games. Like, this is dumb, right? So then he's like, I just need to do what I want to do. And he started branching out and doing, like, a lot of different things. And then his content is way different from what it used to be. I mean, like, yeah, he just, like, looks at memes. I'm not even joking. He looks at memes and reacts to them. But it's funny. He's funny now. And it's
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't do much YouTube stuff. Okay. I mean, like, I'm technically a content creator, you know. I have a music channel, you know, but I'm on YouTube, but I really don't listen to much. Like, I mostly listen to
the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, Joe Rogan stuff and
so you're just like the casual YouTube.
Well, I listen to a lot of like educated talks from a lot of different people.
Like TED Talks?
No, not exactly. Sometimes, but mostly like different philosophers and
I mean, like, you gotta enjoy stuff like that, though. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes I'll you know, go down the rabbit hole, of course.
There's just all these crazy videos.
Like,
top 15 mostly underwater sea creatures that will scare you know.
But I don't know. I guess I just don't. I don't know. I'm just mostly doing other stuff, like watching Avatar.
Yeah,
got back into that again for the 20th time.
Is it because we talked about it last week?
Yeah, so we started watching it again. We're already halfway through the second season.
That's great. Yeah, my friend
Next
Emma.
time you see me, we'll probably finish. We'll be like, we're halfway through Korra now.
I know, that's probably true too. Korra's good. Anyway, sorry. My friend Emma, she texted me and she was like, hey, like, you know any good places to watch Avatar? And I, like, told her this website and stuff. And then, like, because she watches the
Walmart
podcast.
And get the discs. They're like $20. That's what I did. I was tired of it. I couldn't find it anywhere on any streaming service. So I'm like, Lexi. Like, we're going to Walmart right now. Yeah, we went to Walmart and we bought it and we went home and we started binge watching because she'd never seen it. I'm like, you need to watch this. So good. And then after it was done, I'm like, we need to go get Korra. Yeah, so then I guess one of the biggest fits that she saw me throw was when we went to like 3 or 4 different stores trying to find Korra. And eventually found it at a Target.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
And we found it. I was so happy.
Korra's good, man. Korra is good. I hate it. It's like people who say that they don't like Korra never really watched Korra, I don't think, because they always just compare it to Avatar. Obviously, Avatar
it's a different thing.
Is a masterpiece, right? It's totally different, but it's like you can't compare the two. Like Korra.
Well, I mean, to be honest, though, I mean there is some parts that are just kind of boring. You know, it's this is. But honestly, the best thing to live for on the Korra thing is season 2, the Spirit World one. Yeah, where it starts going into like a whole bunch of
Vaatu and
they should have ended the series with that season. Really? Honestly, so we're just gonna do all the spoiler alerts here. But like, dude,
spoilers.
They explained the whole history of the first Avatar.
Yeah,
and it was so intense. She literally fought the spirit of darkness. And had explained the spirit of light inside of her, and then. After this whole thing, like, it's set up the next season, but it's like, you can't even compare it. She's going against some dude who thinks, it's like, oh, I learned to float all the time. No, it's like, you can't tell me this guy is better than Vaatu, the spirit of darkness. You can't end with that.
Switch those 2 seasons. But they had a season 4. I felt like season 4 was kind of, it was okay.
Did they?
Yeah, it was a season 4.
What happened again?
It was like that girl with, like, the metal. She was, like, the metal bender. And then Korra had like short hair, and stuff. And there was like that big robot with the gun.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
Season 4 was okay. Season 3 I thought was really good though.
They were.
Season 2,
they were, but I'm
saying 2 and 3 were the best in my opinion. And like 3 was, I thought it was really. They tried to end the whole Avatar cycle, Tyler. Like, it was, like, bad guy on, like, another level. And it's, like, Zahir caused problems for Korra, not only in Season 3, but it also carried on to Season 4. Like, that's how like, bad Zahir
I mean, it was good.
And he was such a cool villain. He was so cool.
Yeah. Season 2 set up Season 3, and it makes sense. Mm-hmm. But it's, like, how can you can't... I feel like you have to end with that. She literally fought Satan. Like, straight up.
Yeah, true.
Like,
the Dark Avatar.
No, not even just the dark avatar. It was literally the spirit of darkness.
Yeah,
like and of all darkness in the universe. And it's like, dude, you can't end with that.
I know, like a war that's been going on for like
10,000 years.
Exactly, right?
You know,
so
the beginning of time. Like the oldest spirits one's inside of her, and the other one is
It's so cool though.
It's really.
It's so cool. They go through like the origin of the Avatar and everything though. Mm-hmm. It's great. I just remember how long it took for like the second season to come out, because I remember we watched the first season together and it was like like Korra, that was so cool. Mm-hmm. And then like we waited like 2 years for the second season or something. It took so long.
It took really long when The Last Airbender came out too.
Oh really?
You probably couldn't remember it as much.
No, I don't remember that.
But I can't remember if it was season 2 or season 3, but one of them took like really long to come out. I was upset about it.
You know, obviously we waited for season 2. It was worth it. The animation was beautiful. I like Korra's animation is really good.
Well, it's way good. Dude, so good. To put it into perspective of how old Avatar: The Last Airbender is, it came out in 2005, right?
2005. I was 3.
Yeah.
I was 3.
I remember it was pretty much one of the only shows I ever watched from the premiere on. Like, I don't even know why. Like, I just thought the trailers were cool, and I watched Nickelodeon all the time, right?
Yeah, seriously.
And we watched it, like, down over here. It was me and 2 other neighbor kids that lived up the street. They were crazy. And I had a TV this big.
You were crazy, too, so, I
mean... Not much at that age.
Oh, okay.
A TV, literally this big.
Yeah.
Right? And we watched Avatar. The very first premiere ever of the whole thing, right? And all I can think of every time I watch that episode, you know how they find Aang in the iceberg and Sokka pokes his head? It's like, blink, blink.
Yeah.
Every time that happens, I always think of those 2 freaking neighbor kids just laughing their butts off. Just like, oh my god, that's so like freaking out, you know.
Oh, that's good.
And that's permanently ingrained in my head every time I watch the first episode of Avatar. It's just that teeny TV and those stupid kids screaming and pretty much just laughter. I'm like, yeah, it's funny, but they're, you know, there's one of those annoying kid laughs.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Little kids always laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about little kids, like laughing weird and like coughing weird.
Little kids do everything weird, dude.
You know, like they always
kids are just weird.
The cat. Yeah.
Kids are super weird.
They really are. And
I
it's like,
know I'm not
so
ready
weird.
for kids.
Okay, today I hung out with some friends and we went to Hidden Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
You know how crazy that I went on the playground.
Yeah.
And just so many memories just flooded into my head, and it was crazy. Like I was like, oh, like I played tetherball there. Oh, like I raced people on that track. It was crazy, and it was like everything about it.
Hidden Hollow is his elementary school.
Hidden Hollow is my elementary school. I'm sorry, but man, yeah, it was crazy, and it was like seeing everything, and like how I would look at the monkey bars and I'd be like, oh, those are so high up, right? And now I could just touch them without even like jumping.
Yeah,
it was crazy, and I was like, wow, like I was so small. And it's the same thing, like how I would go to a high school and see everybody like so tall and stuff. And now that I'm in high school, it's like I don't feel like I'm that tall. Like I'm just chilling right now, right?
Yeah.
But it's like to a little kid, you're a giant. You know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
Have you ever had any like nostalgic moments like that?
When
I watched Avatar, I had a lot of those.
I always have nostalgia when I watch that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess it depends.
Yeah.
I remember going to the elementary school too.
Yeah, you would always
go there.
Yeah. Can we talk about that?
About what?
How you'd always, that was like your dates.
My dates?
Yeah. You would always take a girl to like an elementary school playground, and you would just swing on the sets. When
I was like 13.
Yeah. That was your spot, man.
Yeah, we went to go swing on swing sets, I guess.
Yeah, and that was fun.
How do you remember this? I don't even remember this.
You don't remember this? Because I was a little kid. I looked up to you, Tyler. I looked up to you, and I was
like... You shouldn't have. No.
Very true. But
so, dude, I was gonna say, so before the podcast, we were talking about our parents wanting you to do comedy.
Right.
What do you think about that? Dude, you should do some, like... So comedy's something else, right?
I know it is. You have to. I can't write jokes.
Like not only do you have to be funny, but there's a big difference between being funny in the moment and being able to just like come up with something funny.
Exactly.
Like you have to actually write things.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and I like.
You should do it. Why not? Try it.
Yeah, honestly, if I try, like, I don't know. My mom and dad just today, like, they told me that today, and it was like they were like, yeah, like you need to be a comedian and all this stuff, and I'm like, like every time I make them laugh, no matter what I do, they're just comedian, you should be a comedian. It's like, stop, okay, I made you laugh once, what do you want from me?
Hey,
right?
If you don't want to be a comedian, don't be a comedian.
I know, but like but that would be cool, obviously. Like I haven't tried yet, but I bet like if I tried, it'd be cool for
Hey, you got something when it comes to music though.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first I was like, this is interesting. I'm like, all right, he's starting. You know, because my first songs were... Yeah. It took me a long time to
go check out Yo Mello on SoundCloud. There you go.
Yeah. Freaking... I don't know, your stuff lately, like the last couple songs, like... And then the one you just showed me that you're working on now, I'm like, all right. I think you definitely could do something with it if you just keep doing it.
Oh, yeah.
But only if you want to, obviously. The music career road is a hard road, buddy. It's difficult. Yeah. And it's going to cost you more money than anything's ever cost you.
I just need some face tats, and I'll be good. Don't I'm joking.
Be it's cool, like... Devin. Don't just be above. Be above them.
I know. But it's nice when people are like, oh, yeah, like, I'm actually seeing improvement, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, thank you. Like, I appreciate... You know, obviously... I know I'm not going to be amazing when I first start, right? And it's like, I'm very open to criticism as long as it's like constructive criticism.
Oh, dude, and trust me.
If it's just like, oh, that sucks, right? And it's like, dude, what am I supposed to do with that? Right? Yeah. And I'm sure you know that.
Well, trust me, even just wait. Like, if you keep doing it, even a couple of years from now, you're going to look at what you did today or the last song you did and be like, that sucks.
Yeah, no, no, I was thinking about this one song.
It just happens.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about this one song I wrote. It was like the 4th song I wrote or something. And I've only wrote like, I don't know, but it was like the 4th one I've wrote. And when I was writing, I was like, yeah, like this is awesome, right? And then like I never recorded it. Yeah. And then I went back to like the beat or whatever, and I was like thinking of the song in my head, and I was like, this was terrible. Like, why did I think this was good?
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was really bad, and like the lyrics were really bad.
Yeah, you gotta write a lot.
Yeah, I know. It's like I want more practice and stuff, but anyway, we're talking about being a comedian.
Hey, I'm just saying, you haven't tried doing any comedy stuff, but you have
exactly
tried to do some music stuff,
and it's like
it's good. It's really good.
Thank you. Yeah, it's nice to get like some feedback and stuff. It's kind of crazy because
especially from a professional.
It's
hey, I'm technically professional. I might not be like famous, but
yeah, no.
I'm just saying, my word counts for anything.
Just not a famous.
I'm not just saying it because you're my brother. Like, you're actually good. So.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But it's funny because it's funny to see how the feedback changes like as you start doing it more. Yeah. Because it's like you do your first song and you tell people about it and it's like, whoa, like you did a song, like that's crazy, right? It's so good, right? People freak out, and then by like the 4th song they're like, oh, another song. Like that's it.
Well, how you know?
It's like people are getting more used to it, and it's
it's not even just that, dude. Like when you do your first song, you're like, yeah, that's good, that's cool, yeah, or that's cool. And the second song, you're like, all right, yeah, it's cool. But then all of a sudden, once you start getting like further and further, you get to song 25, song 100. People start you notice they're like
this is actually getting
dude.
Good. It's like dude. I actually like this. Right?
Yeah. That's the reaction you want to go for is people just like, dude. Like, whoa.
Yeah, like the first time I heard Serenity, I was like, you made this song? It's like, this is so good. Oh, man.
Yeah, I gotta show you this thing that I...
Yeah, you told me you've been working on a lot of songs.
Yeah, I've been working on this one song.
Yeah.
That's like...
What's it about? You want to tell us?
It's about not being so stuck in the past. It's about being in the present, looking forward in the future. It's pretty much just talking about.
Is it about like how you can be out in the rain and you're like expecting to stay dry?
No, Gavin, it's been done before. It's already been done.
Sorry.
No, it's very it's catchy. It's super catchy. It's definitely like on that petrified level of
sound wise.
In a way, yeah.
That's good.
Like the same kind of heaviness, I guess, like the soft, heavy kind of. It's very grungy-ish, but not. I don't know how to explain. No. But it's definitely gonna be pretty big. It's got. I want to have some like Foo Fighters kind of crescendo kind of stuff going on in the song. Nice. Big build up. Yeah. Because Foo Fighters song is literally just a build up through the entire song. It builds up, it builds up, it builds up. Then it's just like. It's just like Foo Fighters, rock and roll. Yeah. And then it just kind of comes down and smoothly. It's all super smooth. That's kind of something I'm going.
I bet it's gonna be great. Did you ever have you ever like done anything about the "When Will I Dream" song? That one?
Other than just record the demo. I mean, we've been playing it live.
Yeah.
I figure that's one of those songs that
it's an album song.
Oh yeah. Well, it might be a single eventually, but it's probably not going to come out this year. But it could. Yeah. If it came out this year, it'd come out late this year. But it might come out. It'll for sure come out next year though. But it would be on the album, but it would definitely be one of the promoting songs, I'm sure.
That's good.
But we've been playing it live a lot. Just because I have this philosophy with it. It's like if we play it enough, then it's going to develop into another thing. Right. Because I'm still trying to like figure out exactly how I want to
like it's going to get better when it's like...
Yeah, it's mostly the voice. Because it's one of those weird songs where I don't have my delivery like completely down. Like I know what I'm doing with it. But at the same time, I'm still kind of playing with it, Okay. So by the time we go in the studio, which will probably be the end of the summer, I'm guessing, to finish it, so we'll do stuff. Because we got to do a whole bunch of stuff this year. Like, it's mostly marketing right now and live shows. And then we'll probably do a couple of videos in the summer. I want to do finality video soon, probably. A hierarchy video is going to be one of our big budget videos. I'm thinking about getting a couple people involved in it. Like, it might be one of those expensive videos to make, but
nice.
Get a graphic guy and get some green screen kind of stuff, maybe.
I know how to use a green screen now.
Yeah.
Because of video production.
But do you know how to make crazy stuff on a green screen from scratch?
I don't know. I really don't have much. Like, I have no experience with After Effects.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I take, like, I've taken, like, a video production class. Where we work with, like, Premiere and stuff. And After Effects is on there, but he never... The weird thing is he never really taught us how to use Premiere. Or, like, how to use After Effects. Like, I was lucky and I already, like, knew how. But it was, Premiere? Like... Yeah, like, he kind of just had a video and was like, this is how you want to create your video. Like, this is how you cut. This is how you do this. And you put clips, right? And I was with my friend Spencer, who was, like, my partner, right? And we did a video together. And I'm, like, editing it super fast, right? And then he's, like, putting, like, clips on top of clips. So he, like, has no idea what to do with his clips, right? So I had to, like,
clips
help
on
him.
top of clips?
Like, he'd just have, like, a timeline instead of, like... Instead of just like double clicking on a clip and like seeing it in your little whatever that's called,
the other box,
the top left box, right? And then you like see where you want to start it, you do a little mark in where you want to start it, you drag it into your timeline, right? He just had like one clip, space, empty space, another clip, empty, so he had to like drag through and look through the clips that way, and then like he didn't really know how to move them around very well, and
that's all the basic stuff.
Yeah, like he was so confused, and I just had to help him out. Like, look, man,
dude,
this is how you do it.
Turns out I've been making music videos wrong this whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
It's depressing, because I figured out how to do it the right way, and I was mad. I was very happy, but I was angry.
Oh god.
Like,
how?
Okay, so you know how a video would take me like 40 hours to make, like 20 to 40 hours, for a music video? Should have taken me like 4 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I was making like a film. Like, I was literally taking like clip by clip and putting it all in one line, you know? And I had to line up every single individual shot with the music, right? Turns out there's a really easy way to do it. All you have to do is get all of your clips, line them all up to the music, and then you just trim it. So, like, let's say this clip right here, there's a little clip you want.
Right.
You take that one, you cut it all the way down,
so
and you delete everything
do you
else.
make, like, a lot of layers, then? For all of your clips?
They're all layered on top of each other. Yeah. Like in your timeline, you know? Yeah. And then you literally just cut it all the way down, right? So now you have 7 little clips. You want this one? Okay, you delete all those. Then you go to the next one. So eventually it looks like this. There's just little clips
of all the clips you want.
Yeah, and it, like that Arabian Nights video that I did, literally took me like 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
You did that? I thought somebody else did.
He did the blue stuff.
Oh.
He turned me blue, and then I did all the editing.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it took me, because I did a lot of messing around, but I think actual editing time, like once I had figured out like the main, like what I wanted to do in the beginning of the video, it was like an hour.
That's cool.
Just
yeah.
I was mad, but I was like, yes, it's done.
Yeah, like I'm actually making a music video in video production right now. The song we decided to do was Kickapoo by Tenacious D.
Is there an edited version of that?
Yeah, we did the clean version. And it's really funny because the clean version, he actually records it, so he says freaking. And like in a part where he says like you can suck a rock instead of like, you know, actual. So it's hilarious. It makes it like 10 times funnier. And that's like great. I'm the dad and I have to like whip Spencer with a belt. It's really funny, right? Yeah, it's
so
great.
when you're doing your B-roll stuff, that you probably can't layer. All of the layered stuff is gonna be your music shots. Do you have music shots, or is it all B-roll, like all cinematic?
Well, it's like we're mouthing the lyrics while doing like.
Okay, so when you're doing those shots to make it super easy for you, like let's say you have, let's say you're mouthing the lyrics, right, or whoever it is,
right.
You record like this angle and you just keep the camera steady. or you can like move it around, you know, make it interesting, but you keep it at the same shot.
Right.
And then you have a second shot. That's from here. Oh, you already did it. But anyway, this is how you would do it. Then you take this shot and this shot.
Right.
And then you just put them on top of each other. You line them all up to the music so they're all synced instantly, and then you just trim it.
Mm-hmm.
It's super easy.
Yeah, it's
not bad at all.
It's gonna be pretty crazy though because.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, I felt that in my elbow.
It's so annoying because like, we have a green screen part in it. We have 2 green screen parts, and we need like pictures for the background of the green screen, but the school Wi-Fi blocks most of the pictures we can use. What? So it's like really annoying.
What do you mean?
Like the school Wi-Fi won't allow like anything that could be considered like bad. Like if you look up hell, it'll show like pictures of fire. It won't show like hell and stuff. It's really dumb because there's this one part where we need a background of like hell, but it's just like fire, and it's like you can't just be standing on fire. That doesn't work. Just
take a whole bunch of pictures, put it on a drive, USB
yeah, exactly.
drive, and just bring it to school.
Well, that, or you can just get it on your phone and then just upload it to Drive, and then that's what we're gonna have to. It's just a lot more annoying, right? Instead of just getting it off of Google. But anyway, yeah, we have like green screen parts. It's gonna be crazy. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be real crazy.
It's gonna be really cool.
It's like, yeah, I'll show it to you once I finish it. But, yeah, it should be pretty cool. And like we got to use an infinity wall. Because he has an infinity wall. It's like all white.
Infinity wall?
Yeah. So it's
what is that?
Like in a sorry, sorry, I'm sick. Okay.
You're sick, dude. I've been sick all week.
I know. Well, I'm not sick, but my nose has been stuffed up like all spring break.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just allergies.
So you're the one who gave it to us.
Yeah, sure. Anyway,
because Justin got sick too.
Well, Justin got sick before me. Right? I don't. Anyway, yeah. So.
Like that.
Sorry. What was I gonna say? What was I talking
Infinity Wall.
Right. So the Infinity Wall. Have you ever seen like any of the Billie Eilish?
Does it have Thanos?
Yeah. Have you ever seen like any of the Billie Eilish music
This
videos?
is why I've never pursued
or any music video. Any music video where there's just white, like total white background. Yeah. That's normally probably an Infinity Wall, where it's just like a white floor. And then like a white wall. It can either be like
they use those for commercials a lot.
Too. Yeah, or ours is curved, so it's like straight and then it curves, so it looks like infinite. When you blast like white lights onto it, it just looks like white. Yeah. Yeah. So it's really trippy if you go in there and then like you don't know where the corner is, so it's like and you kind of like lose your balance a little bit because you can get lost in it. It's pretty crazy, but we got to use it, but we didn't use it. We pulled a black curtain out and used it. Because we wanted it to be black. Yeah. But we got to use it. And you can, like, turn colors on it so you can make it, instead of white, you can make it, like, blue and red. And, like, fade the colors and everything. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And there's, like, really good cameras there and everything.
Yeah, I wish I was better at making videos. Yeah. I feel like my editing's really good, but my filming is just not. It's not as good as I would hope.
Really?
Yeah. I just don't know how to... I don't know. I just don't know how to get a good... It's not even just really shots, but it's more of camera setup.
Yeah, more camera work.
It's like I don't know what needs more shutter speeds and what needs this and that. Like, I just... I'm like,
And it's, you know? It's crazy because...
That's why I only do video... Like, now, like, for my band at least, I only make videos for... my personal channel and like covers, like the Rating Dance is a cover, so I'm like, I'll make it, you know. But I'll do edits. Like I did the Unknown video. I didn't film it though. I had someone else film that one. Oh yeah. And I edited all of it. So I'm sure for more videos I'll just edit them. But as for filming, I'm like, I'll just get someone who's better at it than I am. Okay. Because it's got to look professional.
Right. Yeah, that stuff's really crazy. Cameras can be intimidating because I'm taking digital photo 2 next year for my senior year, right? I didn't even take digital photo 1. So it's like I have like no idea what I'm doing. Like,
why are you taking 2?
Because I have like 3 friends in that class and they said that they would help me. And it's like, well, so we can all have the same class? Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Okay? Yeah. So yeah, I'm taking it, and if the teacher's like, you didn't take the first class, I'll be like, nah, I know what I'm doing. It's fine. Hopefully it'll be okay. I mean, like, you know, they've taught me like a couple stuff, like the ISO and what shutter speed does, and all this stuff. And it's like if you have a lower shutter speed, then you know all that stuff, right? Okay, well,
not as much as I should.
Well, okay, well the
I know
ISO.
how to tune a guitar, man.
Yeah, you got the guitar. You know how to tune a guitar.
Yeah.
They taught me like how the ISO basically makes it brighter or darker. Right. That's all I got from it. And then just like shutter speed, if you have a lower shutter speed.
Leg cramp.
Okay,
we're good.
If you have a lower shutter speed, when you take the picture, that's like how fast it takes it, I guess. And it'll take a moment like right there. So if you have like water dropping and you put like the shutter speed like really low or it's really high, it's either one. And you take the picture, it'll just like show the water like in midair, right? Because it'll be like, bow, there it is. Yeah. Like that's the moment, right? But if you like raise the shutter speed or make it lower, I don't know, it's either one.
It's probably lower.
Probably lower.
Because I know they use high shutter for sports and things like that.
Right.
Like really fast movements.
Right. It'll make it, so it'll make it like blurry.
It'll give it more of a motion blur, right?
Yeah, more of like what you see with your eyes type thing. So like if I'm doing this with my hand, you're going to see the blur with your hand.
That makes sense.
Because it's taking in more information, I guess, as it's closing the shutter.
Yeah.
So that's what I got from shutter speed. And then there's like zoom and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah. I honestly just need a better lens. My lens for my camera is alright. Like it's fixed. I can't zoom in or out with it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the worst. Cause zooming
so it's only
is
good
the
with
cool
close-up
part.
shots.
Oh,
like
okay.
it only looks good with close-ups. If I'm far away, like on a wide angle, it just doesn't look that good.
That's annoying. Yeah, you got to get that zoom because that's what makes it good. Like if Cody showed me this trick and everybody uses it, right? Where you stand like further back and then you zoom in on something for a close-up, then it like makes the picture look like way better, in my opinion. Like it makes the background a lot more blurred and like a lot more focused on just the one object just because you zoomed in. So it's like you gotta have that zoom.
Yeah,
that's a big thing.
Yeah, for sure. It's depressing.
It's like it's alright,
but nice camera lenses go for like $2,000. So
yeah, exactly. They're expensive. I don't know how my school has so many. It's crazy.
Because it's a school.
I know. I'm so scared.
Funded by the government.
Like whenever I'm holding a camera, I'm like, like I don't want to drop this thing, please.
What are they gonna do?
I don't know. Maybe make me pay for it.
No, they won't.
They won't.
Doubt
if
it.
I break it on accident, what if it's on purpose?
What happens if you spill coffee on one of the school's computers? They gonna make you pay for it? Probably not. It's government funded, dude.
Okay.
It's a public school. If it's a charter school, maybe. Because charter schools are self-funded.
Charter schools or private schools?
Charter.
Okay. And you went to a charter school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charter school isn't government funded, pretty much. Or it is a little bit, something like that. But public schools are completely government funded. It's all tax dollars. That's why they can buy all the big fancy stuff, because it's just given to them by the government. Dang.
I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, schools really do have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right? It's crazy. I have a
They could use more money, though.
Yeah, true. I have a art teacher. He's probably the coolest teacher I have. His name is Mr. Zabo.
Zabo?
Yeah, Zabo. He likes Dragon Ball. So that was like the first thing I like connected to him with, right? He's also like a big wrestler, like he's the wrestling coach, was the one thing I'm like, I'm not really a wrestler. But he's hilarious. He looks like Chaz. No joke. He looks like Chaz. I will show you a picture with him of him after this. But he looks like Chaz, and it's like crazy because I don't know, he's really funny and he's a wrestler.
You should put a little like picture of Chaz here. It's our friend.
Chaz, I don't know.
Family friend.
Yeah, family friend, right? But
known him forever.
Right. But yeah, like it was really funny. I have a little funny thing to talk about with Chaz, but anyway, yeah. So apparently, like he went to college, and like got his degree in art and everything and teaches art, and he's like really good.
Yeah.
He's crazy good. But yeah, he's really good, and apparently he can be a principal if he wanted to. And I was like, really? Like, it's kind of confusing because I hear him talking about it. Maybe I'm confusing it with someone else, but I do hear him like talking about it, like, oh, like I could be a principal at like this new school or something. He's like, I'll probably just do art. He's like, that seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So, I don't know. Principals are kind of crazy. I never see the Westlake High School principal. I don't even know who the principal is.
Wow.
I bet if I saw him,
that's what's
I would
crazy,
just treat him
dude.
like dude.
Because I went to Rockwell, and it's such a small school. I don't know how it is now. I have no clue.
It's like the
But
same.
when I went to school, well, I mean, not size-wise, but like the teachers and faculty and all that, it was very personal. Like, they knew everybody.
Right.
Like, the principal pretty much knew everybody's name.
Yeah, because there weren't very many people there.
Well, there's like 400 kids.
Yeah.
But they treated everything very seriously. Like, if people had problems, they would talk to them. They bring them to the counselor, and counselor would spend as much time as they needed. Like, it was a very good, supportive school.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like Westlake tries to be supportive, but when there's like 3,000 people that go there.
There's too many people.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. And finally, they're building.
It's like the Los Angeles of schools,
right? It's the. I think it's like. It's definitely the biggest school in Utah. It might be the biggest school. Not in the U.S., but
no,
like,
I doubt it.
It's probably the biggest school in Utah, for sure.
Yeah.
Or like one of the biggest.
Yeah.
It's 3,000 kids, man.
Yeah, dude, my graduating class was like 90-something kids.
Yeah, ours is.
And that's like, including graduating juniors, like I was.
Yeah, it's gonna be like hundreds, man.
Yeah,
hundreds of thousands.
I know Lehigh High School has a lot of kids too.
Yeah, but I don't know. I know. It's so weird because it's like our school is so big, yet like our sports teams suck. I mean, like they don't suck. Everyone, our sports teams are good, but our football team sucks. Like I'm not big into it.
Called out, dude.
I'm not big into it, so I don't know, right?
Okay,
but from what I've heard, they suck.
Bro, pretty much every single high school football team sucks.
Well, yeah. Talking about like when we go against other high school football teams.
Yeah.
We won like 2 games.
Put any of them up against the NFL, I dare them.
I know.
Like,
oh man,
yeah.
That'd be crazy. Could you imagine? Yeah. Just like.
It's scary, dude. Those kids would die.
Honestly, they get tackled.
They'd be broken,
breaking their ribs when they get tackled.
It's like freaking. They're gonna get like ran over by this NFL dude, and their liver's gonna come out. It's like
fatality. You know the Mortal Kombat.
My leg.
My leg. You know the Mortal Kombat games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fatalities. The new one is coming out. It's so good. It looks.
I think I saw a
so
trailer
good.
for it.
Yeah, I think I showed it too.
Yeah, for the record, people, I'm not a big gamer, but every once in a while I will game. But I only game the best of games.
Plays God of War.
Yeah, I played God of War. Was the last game
God
I
of
played.
War is such a good
game,
man.
I think I beat it in like a week or two, something like that.
You beat it in like 3 days, because you were leaving to go to Alaska, so we're like, oh, we got.
Oh yeah, so I wasn't working, huh?
Yeah,
so it's like I'm going to Alaska.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make a whole bunch of money, and then I didn't make any money. Not my fault.
Yeah, it was
blame climate change, honestly.
Climate change?
No, it's super weird. Yeah, this summer was the first time I saw the actual effects of climate change in the world and human interaction on the planet. Like, so in Alaska, you're supposed to, you're supposed to make a lot of money, right? Like, they're like, oh, last year we made like, 10 to 20 grand. Mm-hmm. Like each person would bring that back in like 2-3 months, and I was expecting that, but then there were no fish.
Yeah, there were no fish. You told me
2 reasons. So the first 2 weeks we were there, no fish. And then all of a sudden for like 4 weeks there's just like fish, but it wasn't as it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like literally everyone works 16-hour days 7 days a week.
Right.
That's how it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be crazy.
It wasn't like that, though. It was so weird. Mm-hmm. It was like, oh, we got 1 million pounds of fish. Everybody start working right now. Right? And we go for, it would be like a 16-hour shift, like 10, and then all of a sudden there'd be nothing for like 5 days.
Right.
Then it's like, okay, another 16, 10-hour shift, 12-hour shift, nothing.
Yeah. So it was just like you barely worked.
Yeah. So that reason being, number one, overfishing. They broke records the year before. So they took all the fish out of the water. And two, it was too warm. The salmon, you catch the salmon because they swim upstream when it gets cold. It wasn't cold enough for them to swim up.
Really?
Yeah.
So...
Because the climate was too warm. Like, they literally couldn't... Like, I don't even know if it was necessarily overfishing because the Alaska Fish and Game monitors the fishing aspect. They don't let you go over. That's why we had so many days off, is because they're like, there's not enough fish, you guys can't fish. It's because it was too cold. It was too hot. It wasn't cold enough for them to swim upstream. And then number two was us going to Hawaii, seeing that hurricane. Hurricanes like that hardly ever happen.
Yeah.
You know?
It was
like, it's...
I mean, we didn't see the hurricane.
It was the tail end of it, though.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely
but all of a sudden you go down all the way to the tropics and you see another effect of climate change. Like, this crazy storm gets directed towards here because it's all messed up. It's messed up really bad. Really and even Utah, like, Utah's had bipolar weather, but this is ridiculous.
I know. It's
never been like this.
It's supposed to be spring, right?
Dude, it was snowed like 60. It was like in the 60s.
Yeah,
and then it snowed the next day. There was a giant snowstorm that night.
Yeah,
and it's like I know Utah has bipolar weather, but it hasn't been this bad.
I know it's been really bad.
I remember when it used to snow on Halloween.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't do that anymore. It hasn't for a very long time.
It used to snow on Halloween
all the time.
Wow. Like I remember it being like Halloween was always like that good temperature.
Yeah, but it would snow a lot. It happened almost every year when I was a kid.
Really?
It used to snow.
Huh. I don't remember that.
Yeah, it doesn't snow anymore.
I think there might have been... No, there wasn't. I was going to say, like, there might have been some snow on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't, like, a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I don't know.
Crazy.
My memory's a little hazy after eating so much candy.
Oh, Halloween.
Because it's Halloween.
Yeah, okay.
No, I just like to eat candy all the time.
I was confused. Sorry, I'm so out of it. Like,
that's okay, me too.
It's been a crazy week. I was homesick for like 3 days. Antibiotics got me out of it. And then I get back to work, right? And they're like, okay, it's time to take 30 tubs and 30 tub walls up this 3-story building.
Yeah, I saw you were like sweating and stuff.
Yeah, it was like 3 hours straight of extreme. It was just cardio and strength.
Yeah.
Just, it was rough.
It was a good workout though. Right?
It was too much of a workout.
Oh.
It was too much.
Yeah. I
got home and I was dead. And then I had a migraine. Took some ibuprofen. Oh. And once the migraine was gone, all of a sudden I had so much energy.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I was like super hyper. And like everything. It's weird.
Yeah, the only time I really had to do something like that was I was helping someone move. Mm-hmm. And they lived in an apartment on the 3rd story.
Yeah.
So I had to walk up all these stairs carrying all these heavy boxes. And
yeah.
It was hard. At the end, like, my arms were shaking. And I was like, man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of
nice. Imagine taking up, like, 60 of those things. Well, then again, it was on the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st floor, you know. It was just, I'm not going to bore these people with that talk. But yeah, right. It was intense.
We don't got to talk about work. I haven't started working yet. I've been wanting to work.
Don't work until you graduate, dude.
I know, but okay, look,
put it off.
I just feel so bad whenever people pay for me. And it's like, I have no money. And then it's like, I'll go out with people, they pay for me, and it's like, I'm sorry, right?
That's what parents are for.
Yeah, well, they don't give me any money either. I need an allowance.
Well, then
I
work.
need to make an allowance. I said,
well, you gotta do stuff for an allowance.
I do a lot of stuff. You know how many times Mom tells me to do something, and I do it? And then the one time I don't do it, she yells at me. I do it all the time. And then, like, the one time she's like I don't.
It's because you put up the expectation, dude.
I know, and it's like, Mom.
It's the same thing, like, at jobs. Like, it's kind of funny because Lexi just started this new job. And she gets off when she gets done with her stuff, right? And she's scheduled for, like, 7-hour shifts, but she gets done in, like, 4 or 5 hours because she's quick. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Because now, if she tries and slows down to get more hours, they'll notice.
Right.
You start slacking, they'll be like, that's not what you were doing before. It's like, well, sorry, I'm better than anybody else that does this job.
Yeah, right?
No, that's the thing, man. Like, when I worked at Buffalo Wild Wings, I would do, I'd do really good, you know? And then when I'd stop caring about things, I was the one to blame.
Yeah.
Just by going to the level of the other employees, then they're like, then they get mad at you. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Or you just stay good and just get raises. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
It's the best way.
Sometimes it can screw you over, though.
Oh, yeah.
And crappy jobs.
Yeah.
If it's a really crappy job that doesn't want to give you a raise, then screw that.
Screw that, man.
Yeah. Just wait till you get to the working world, man. I mean, it's not as bad as people make it out to be, because I mean, you're already forced to go to school every day, but at least you get paid for it when you go to work.
True.
You know, and you get to choose where you want to work.
Yeah, that's cool too.
I think life's way better out of high school. Like, it's just...
And a lot of people say that, you know.
A lot of people are like, oh, I wish you went back to high school. I'm like, well, then you never grew up.
Right?
It's like, dude.
I mean, when you think about it, you only go to high school for, like, a small sliver of your life, you know? Like, if you live, like, 60 to 80, right? Yeah. And you only go to high school for 18 years, right?
Dude, I've already been out of high school longer than I was in high school.
Well, okay, I'm talking about school.
Yeah.
Is what I really mean. You're in school for a sliver of your life. So it's like, I don't know. It's not
18 years is a big chunk.
Out of 80? I mean, out of 60, 80?
Dude, that's like almost a quarter.
Okay, look.
That's almost a quarter of your life.
Yeah, it's still a lot, but it's like, I don't know. You get what I'm trying
to
say?
Well, you think about going to college, too.
Yeah.
19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay.
You know, that's...
I know.
Practically a quarter of your life.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm like
losing my train of thoughts here. What I was gonna say is like, back to like when I do chores and stuff. I hate it when Mom does this, and it's like obviously, you know, no offense.
You're gonna
to
hurt
you
her
or
feelings, man.
No, okay, sorry, but it's not what Mom does. It's just what she says, because like, I'll not do the dishes, and she'll be like, oh, you're turning into Tyler. Because you never did the dishes. And I'm like, don't say that. Sorry, I didn't do the dishes for one time. You're turning into Tyler. I'm not turning into Tyler. Like, I still do my chores.
We butted heads about dishes. Oh, well.
Okay,
it's okay.
I
still hate dishes. I hated them.
Yeah.
Dishes
here, hold on.
Mom, especially when you're trying...
Mom, if you're listening, the only thing I'm asking is I just want allowance for the stuff I do, okay? Because otherwise there's no... I don't know. I get it, okay? I get it. You let me live here. You give me my phone, but I need money.
No, you don't.
I want money.
You don't need it, though.
Well,
you don't need it.
Okay, look, I feel bad, man. Buddy. People are constantly like, oh, I'll pay for you. And I'm like, I don't want people to pay for me.
Pay for them when you have money.
I don't have money, so I want money. Exactly.
No, when you have money, when you have a job, because then you'll have more money than an allowance.
Still. Continue.
Trust me, dude, you're going to work for your whole life. Just stay out of work until you're ready to graduate.
Yeah.
Or, like, right, your senior year is a good time to start work, though, too. Because that'll kind of get you prepared. Like, get a little part-time job.
Sorry, dog. Okay. Well, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Whatever. Work.
No,
work.
I've always... I just
work.
hated dishes, man. I really didn't like them.
I don't like them either. But the only thing we got now is I unload and Mom's supposed to load. Which is good. Unloading is fine. That doesn't take long at all. You know?
You got it easy.
I
had to do both.
What do you mean? I always unloaded, you loaded.
No,
because you were the
before you were a kid.
Well, yeah.
I mean, like, after you moved out,
I had to do both. I still had to do both when you still lived here.
That's because I worked.
Yeah, well, I can start
40 hours a week, man.
Yeah, it's fine. And then I wonder what they're gonna do when I move out, and then like it'll just be them. And then they're like, man, we got all these dishes. Like,
they're not going to have as many dishes because there'll only be 2 people.
That too. But still, I don't know. Maybe it'll be better because then like they'll just make dinner and then clean it up.
No, they won't.
They won't.
He's just going to make Mom do it. Like, you got to do these dishes because I cooked.
I know, right? It's funny. We love our parents. They're our parents. Yeah. You know, we love them. Yeah. We can, you know, talk about them.
They're even better when you don't live with them. And I'm not even saying that to be rude. It's true. Yeah. You actually miss your parents when you move out. Because then it's like, I can choose when I want to see you. No.
That's
just like,
I love your laugh.
It's good though. Laugh. It's good.
Yeah, no, it's good.
No, it's just nice to. I'm just one of those people. I'm a very independent person. Like I've been that way for a long time. That's why Mom and I would butt heads back then. Is because I was like, I want to do my thing, you know, and I'm definitely really that way now. I want to do my thing.
You're stubborn in your ways.
Yeah,
Don't
pretty much.
Tell you
like,
to
well, I'm not even necessarily stubborn. It's more of like, I'm going to spend my time doing what I want to do. Like, yeah, there's things I don't want to do. Like, I don't want to work a day job, but I'm going to work the day job that I think is fit for me, you know. Like,
you have to. Same time.
Yeah, there's still things you have to do, but I mean, for the most part, like, I'm just a very independent person. Like, I like to do things myself and be free, you know. That's why, like, I like being out of high school. I like living on my own. Like, yeah, we have roommates and I have a wife practically, you know. But I mean, like, we're on our own. Like, there's no there's no parent figures. Like, no one. And when you have roommates, when you're an adult, they're not going to be like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
You know, the interrogations, you know, like, you don't get that anymore.
Roommates
and then when you go to see your parents, it's all loving, you know. It's like, oh, hey, yeah, I missed you guys. I love you guys. You know? Like, it's good. It's just better, like, because parents, I tell you what, I feel bad for them.
Really?
Hell yeah. You know why?
Why?
Because they had to deal with us.
Yeah.
Do you know how crappy it would be to raise a kid for 18 years? Mm-hmm. Screw that.
I mean, wait, I'm saying, like, I agree with you, like, it'll be crappy. Not like, I know how crappy it is.
Well, yeah, screw that.
Yeah.
They had to deal with all of my puberty hormones. They had to deal with yours. They had to deal with all sorts of crap. They deserve to not have us live here anymore. Right. They deserve a better life than that.
They do.
You know? When you have a kid, it's like, all right, I'm signing up for the next 18 years. After that, let me be free again. They deserve to be free too, man. It's not just us. It's just not the kids that need to be free. The parents need to be free.
Right.
Could you imagine how good that would feel as a parent? Like, watching this child grow and all this stuff, and all of a sudden they go and do their own thing, and then you're like, I'm free
again.
I don't have to worry about school fees.
I know. Then it's like
buying extra food. Like, wow.
Right, and then it's like you're back to how you were before the kids. You know,
unless you got kids really young, like our parents did.
Yeah, true.
That's the thing. They didn't get to experience life like I have, even so far. Mom had me when she was 17.
Yeah.
Dad was 21.
That's crazy.
I'm 22 now. I'm already older than both of them.
They told me they remember...
by the time they had kids.
It's funny because they remember your birthday from their graduation years. I'm not even joking. Dad was like, yeah, I graduated in 1993, and it's 3 years after that. Tyler was born. And Mom was like, I graduated in 95 or whatever. It was like 1 year after, or something like that. Or it was 97. Yeah.
I think she graduated I don't know. But yeah, that's the thing. Like,
it's kind of funny.
Especially in our parents' case. Like, they've had kids their pretty much literally their entire adult life. It's like, man, don't you think they should be able to have the chance to just live an adult life without kids, because it's awesome. Right? I don't have kids. It's awesome.
Props to parents, man, for dealing with it. For that long, it's great. Props to them.
I mean, most parents like having kids, you know. I know for a fact I am not ready to have kids. I am not down. I'm not down at all.
But they always say, like
there's only one kid. Okay. There's one kid that makes me baby hungry. That's Jace. Our first cousin.
Because he's so
When I see that kid, I'm like, damn, I could have a kid right now.
And then you really think about it.
No, it's like, I could do it because he's so sweet and nice, and he's the chillest kid. He just comes over, plays Red Dead Redemption. That's all he does. He sits. He just
plays Red Dead.
Make him some freaking chicken nuggets, and he's good, man.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah. Banana bread at work, dude. Hell yeah. You know, like, that kid, I'm like, oh, maybe I can have a kid. And all of a sudden, some of my friends bring over their kids, and they're freaking screaming and running around, and like, I'm like,
nope.
never mind.
Yeah. Obviously.
Nope.
Never mind.
Nope. Yeah. Most kids I see, literally almost every single child I come to meet, I'm like, I do not want to deal with one of you.
Oh, yeah.
Not until maybe when I'm in my 30s. Like, when I'm, like, at that mature level where I can actually handle your little craziness. Sure.
And they say, like, you're never really ready for kids. Yeah. It just kind of happens.
But I think you should have your crap together, too.
Oh, yeah, that too.
You know, I don't have my crap together.
Yeah.
And like we said in our last podcast, most people don't. Yeah. But, like, I would like to be able to, you know... Like, I'm going to be a musician, dude. Or I am a musician. Like, I want to do that as a career. Like, I would rather have that set up first.
Right.
You know?
And then...
Like, to at least the point where I'm like, okay, I'm self-sufficient off of this, and it's enough to have a kid, good. Because once you have a kid, that's all your life. Mm-hmm. That's the focus, that's the focal point. Right. You know? Like, right now, I have a day job, and I have a career that I'm working on, right? You can only have two. Those fill up all of your time, especially with having a wife, you know? Yeah. Like, you have a wife that you have to have all of your attention to, you know? But you have a kid, that career thing, that dream goes
and then out you got the job, and then the kid, right?
Yeah, and your wife, of course. So this is the three.
It's three.
That takes up all of your time. Now you could still accomplish being like doing a career and all that stuff, but you're gonna be put off by the first couple of years, that infant stage, the toddler stage. You're not doing anything but raising that kid. Yeah. Once that kid's like kindergarten age, then okay, you can get back into it. But that puts you 5 years behind.
Oh yeah.
You know?
That's crazy.
Now some people could do it, but they're not getting any sleep. Promise you that. They're probably getting less than 4 hours of sleep at night. Mm-hmm. Because that's the only time they have to do what they need to do. Or they're putting it all on their wife, and that's not something I want to do either. You know? Yeah. I'm not going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to go on a tour in Europe, have fun raising our little crazy hoodlum child, you know? No, right. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. And
so, like...
all on your wife.
Yeah, I want to be able to someday, like, not only be self-sufficient off of music, but be able to, like, actually... And this is the big dream. Like, life always pans out differently than how you see it. But the biggest part of it, like, if I were to have children someday, and most likely I will, I don't know. Like, right now, I just know I don't want them. But when I'm older, I'll probably want them. I'm sure. Yeah. You know? But I want to get to the point where I'm self-sufficient off of music and making so much, and I don't care to be a millionaire. Right. I'm okay making $50K a year just doing music. That's great. If I can have financial freedom, that's all I want. Mm-hmm. Right? Now, if I can have that financial freedom and making enough off of like royalties and things like that to where I could take off a couple years and still go to the studio but not be on the road, right? To raise a kid. That's where I'd want to be. Because people are like, okay, well, I can still go to the studio, but I'm making enough money now. Or I just have so much money that I can take a couple years off, raise the kid, and then I can go on the road with a new album that I write over this time, you know?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
But you know, you can't have a kid before then.
Mm-hmm. Kids are always like...
Because that's just selfish to not be able to... You gotta raise that kid.
Yeah, of course. You know? And it's like, those are like...
Unless you're gonna put them up for adoption, but don't deny them that attention, you know? Especially if, like, you just pawn them off on some other parent. Like, you can't do that. Of course. You know? And eventually, like, if once kids get older and I'm doing that stuff, then it's like, okay, we'll bring them on the tour bus. Right. But they're going to be behaved kids because I'm going to be raising them, you know? Yeah. But I'm not bringing a toddler on a tour bus.
Oh, yeah.
It's not happening.
It's a toddler.
Yeah.
No matter how well you train a toddler, it's a toddler, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's always ways around it, you know? But that's the thing. Right now, I'm still trying to figure me out.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm still, you know, I am all over the place, man. Like, I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Yeah, of course. You gotta figure out yourself before.
Like, I want to have a child when I can actually, you know what to do, or at least have the means to be able to
have like
support it, give it a good life, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Have, like, the necessary...
Yeah, and that might never happen, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Like, there's also a chance somewhere that's like, I'm not going to have kids.
Exactly. But you never know.
But that's also up to Lexi, too, you know, of course. But someday, if we want to have kids, then we're going to have them. Yeah, but if we don't, we're not. So, as of right now, I'm just going to worry about paying my bills and making music, you know?
Exactly. Focus on the important things right now. And, you know, focus on your future, but don't focus, but don't not focus on the present, right? You always got to focus on both, right? So
there's this big realization that I've made in the last, like, couple weeks, actually, where I get kind of, like, discouraged because I'm like, oh, man, I'm not on a tour bus in Europe right now, you know? But then I realized something about life. It's good to have goals in life, right? Yeah. But you can't be discouraged if you haven't met that goal yet. Mm-hmm. Every day, as long as you're growing and as long as you're happy in that day and that you're moving forward, it doesn't matter if you're not there yet because you may never get there.
Right.
And it's not even just, oh, well, you know, that just might not happen for you. It's like, no, I could get in a car accident right now and die, and it would be over. So when you die, you got to be willing to let go.
Right.
Right? And it's like, I came to this realization, I'm like, I need to be in that mindset is if I die today or I die tomorrow, I want to be happy with what I've given the world and what, you know, I've done with my life and the people I've been around, you know, like, yeah, move towards your goals, but don't get discouraged if you haven't completely met them. Like, just keep working towards it. Make daily goals, you know? Like, you got to do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, life can end and it'll be over, you know? And what are you going to do if you die? You're going to be like, oh, no.
No, I didn't get to do my goal.
I never got to be on a stage and play in front of 100,000 people. Okay, but you did get on a stage and play in front of 100 people.
Yeah,
you gotta, that's great. You know, I got a video out that reached millions of people.
Right.
You know,
that's a great way to think about
that's fine. You know, it's okay.
That's cool.
It's okay. That's like, great. Different levels of success is all right. Like, even as a musician or any kind of arts that you're following, like, if you want to be, you know, like, oh, I want to be a millionaire someday. Like, Post Malone, that dude's worth, like, $8 million. Oh, yeah. That's just his net worth, you know? That's a lot of money. But, like, that would be nice. But I definitely would be okay with just making like 50,000.
Yeah, of course. There's like different stages of fame and like,
be okay with your success. And if you still have to work a day job, then you best be doing something to complete your career and to do that. Like, don't sit around and complain all day like, oh, I had to go to work and this and that. It's like, okay, well then what were you doing to make your career happen? Oh, well, when I got home from work, I, you know, laid down, I watched Netflix. Like, no,
you
stop complaining and go and do it.
Make your dreams come true.
Just do it.
Do it.
And if it's not gonna,
and that's a great way to think about
stuff. And if it doesn't get to the point that you want it to get to, like, that's okay too. But as long as you're trying. You have to try.
Of course.
For everything in life. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
You know? And you have to have it in the back of your mind at all times. They're like, okay, I'm trying this thing, and I'm doing these things, you gotta take it day by day. Because someday, you're not gonna wake up.
Right.
Someday, lights are going to go out. And you have to look at life as, people get too trapped in the future. Right. They just look in the future. That's a terrible life to live. Same thing with people that look in the past. People constantly looking in the past, what they used to be, or, maybe they don't have this friend anymore, or they don't have this relationship anymore, or, I did these terrible things when I was, back then, or whatever.
Right.
It doesn't matter. The present is the only thing that matters in life.
Exactly.
Because it's the only thing that's even perceivable, You
were a different person back then.
No, you're a different person yesterday, a different person 5 seconds ago. You can have a conversation with someone that can change your mindset entirely. You can hear one phrase and you're like, oh, okay, and then it can completely redirect your course in life. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, the present is what truly matters.
Like this one right now.
Yeah, like, there's a good quote. Your life is only what you do with your day. Your day is your life.
Yeah.
Don't think about, I have to be there in 20 years. Like, okay, but where am I today? Today is what matters. Today's the only thing that matters. It's like that Kung Fu Panda thing, with the turtle, where he's like, I can't remember exactly what he says. It was something about, the past is over and the future is a mystery, but they call it the present because it's a gift. You know? That's what it is. It's a gift.
Yeah. Oogway, man. What a G.
Live every day like it's your last day alive. And you will have a beautiful life.
That's great.
Always live in the present. Stay in the moment. It's good to focus on the future. It's good to have goals. But live in the moment.
Of course. Stop and smell the roses.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a good quote. Good quote.
Yeah. Just live in the moment.
Exactly. I think that's a great spot to end the episode. You know, just some good brotherly talk for an hour. Talk. It's great, you know. Go check out Tyler St. Raven, his band, right? He's a rock band. He's pretty cool. Check out fun. Yo Mello if you want to hear my early music start.
It's good stuff.
It's
not bad.
It's Yo Mello without a W. There's no W at the end. People think that sometimes, but anyway, yeah. Follow us on Instagram. And Twitter.
Yellow has a W at the end, doesn't it?
Yo Mello.
Yellow, the color.
Yeah.
But it's not Yo Yellow. It's Yo Mellow.
Yes. Yeah, well, I think of it like marshmallow.
Yeah.
But marshmallow. Isn't that how you spell it?
What?
You spell marshmallow with an A, right? Marshmallow, or is it marshmallow?
It's no.
It's what?
Marshmallow. It's a no.
No. Like, is it mallow? Mellow?
It's an E.
It's an E?
Yeah.
Well then...
M-E-L-L-O.
There's no W at the end?
Marshmallow?
Yeah. Quick Google search.
We're going to have to Google this. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have
marshmallow.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but let's see. Yeah, there's no... It's just...
Yeah, marshmallow.
Yeah,
no W. No. So yeah, Yo Mello. No W. There you go.
Yeah, no
go check
W,
it out.
Man.
Now, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Pop_.
Facebook
podcast. We don't.
Oh yeah, you don't.
We don't have
right.
Facebook.
I thought you were talking
Facebook.
About it. Yeah. We got Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah.
You can find our music anywhere music is. Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, blah 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 blah.
Cool stuff. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
And check out Avatar: The Last Airbender.
And Korra.
The
Legend of Korra.
Korra's good too, man.
Yeah.
Even no matter how much smack we talk about it, it's good too.
# Ladies Matter.
Yeah. Ladies Matter.
Ladies
Korra was a good... Okay, sorry. Anyway,
all right. Goodbye.
Thank you everybody so much for listening or watching. Yeah. See ya. We always clap. We always end it with a clap.
Well, should I end it with a clap too?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, both of us together.
Oh, 3, 2, 1.